Okay, we are live. Hello everyone, my name is Ajahn Wade Bhuripañño. I'm here at Empty Cloud Monastery for our regular Friday morning live stream, joined by a group of 4 lay guests here at the monastery who are taking advantage of the overnight lay guest program to stay and live by the monastic schedule and deepen their practice. And see, we have one person watching remotely, Ninada. Welcome, Ninada. The Manal's also just come in as well. I think the time was originally listed on this live stream as 8 p.m. and so maybe confusing to people, but actually it's the 8 a.m. live stream, and tonight we'll have the regular monk chat at 7:30 p.m. So sorry about the confusion about how this was listed. Let's see, now Teddy is attacking our power cord, so I'm going to ask if would it be possible, just speaking off camera to one of our lay guests here, I wonder, Julie, would it be possible, if you were, never mind, it's all right, he'll be fine. I'll leave him here. He stopped attacking the power cords, so maybe it'll be okay. We'll just have to keep our eye on him. If we see him going for the power cords or any of this kind of thing, he has unplugged us once in the middle of a live stream, but only once, so, that I know of. So, but if we may have to stop him if he starts attacking the equipment. So, okay. We'll try to get into the live stream now. This is was written as a guided meditation, so we'll do a guided meditation first, and then perhaps a Dhamma talk or some words on Dhamma a little bit later in the live stream. Hello, Maria, also typing in. And so we can adopt our meditation postures. If you're sitting on the floor, it's traditional to sit cross-legged. This provides a good platform for us as we're sitting, a good foundation. Of course, we could also be sitting in a chair. Just want to try to sit upright and remain alert. Meditation can be done standing, and so you can stand if you like, and in a stable pose, perhaps with the feet about shoulder width apart, or just a little bit less than shoulder width apart, and the hands hanging comfortably at the sides, or perhaps better, kind of folded, perhaps in kind of a meditation posture. Here I'm putting it up on the screen, just below the navel, to help. If we center our hands, it helps us to kind of center our mind and gather our mind together. So that's one thing you can do. It's all right. Speaking to one of our lay guests coming in. All right. And I'd like to mention anyone who'd like to, here in the monastery, anyone who'd like to sit in a chair, if you have physical discomfort issues with sitting on the floor, you can do so as well. We have some chairs back there you could pull up and sit on a chair also. We have additional cushions and blankets over on the side as well, if you'd like to use any of those. All right, so as I was saying, we could sit cross-legged, or we could sit cross-legged on the floor, we could sit in a chair or standing. We could do this meditation standing. This guided meditation probably would not be suitable for walking, so I doubt you're trying to do the live stream while walking, but for sitting cross-legged on the floor, the easiest way to do so would be with one leg in front of the other. And for those who are not familiar with it, it's you sit with one leg in front of the other so that they don't cross. And this is more comfortable for sitting for a while if you're new to it, if you're new to sitting cross-legged on the floor. All right. And then the hands we can either leave, perhaps if we're sitting on the floor or in a chair, we could leave our hands out on our knees, or we can fold them comfortably in the lap. Very traditional meditation hand position is to have one hand in the palm of the other with the thumbs touching, like this, and then allowing the hands to rest in the lap. And as I mentioned before, if we center our hands, and this helps us to center our minds, and gather together our minds as well. And if we keep the thumbs up just a little bit and touching like this, then the idea is that helps us with our alertness a little bit. So while we're trying to become more calm through meditation, we also need to remain alert. We keep our thumbs touching like this, and the thumbs just slightly arched. All right, so then next we will close our eyes. They say that if you want to see the world outside, that you open your eyes. But if you want to see the world inside, then you close your eyes. And so we can close our eyes to help us with bringing the mind inward. But if we find it more comfortable, we can open our eyes. If, for example, we see various images that are distracting, or if we're feeling drowsy and we need to let some light in, we can open our eyes, for example. And then I'd like you to imagine that you have a cord attached to the top of your head, and that it stretches up to the ceiling or up into the sky, gently drawing you into an upright position. Just gently drawing you upward into an upright position, so that the head rises slightly and the neck straightens out a bit, and the upper back and the middle back, creating kind of a straight line. And then the lower back we allow to curve inward just a little bit by rotating our pelvis forward. This is very natural for the lower back, to have a curve in the spine there. And then we gently bring our awareness back up through the back and the neck, up to the head, feeling all of these areas, then all the way back up to the crown of the head. And we'll notice the sensations there in the crown of the head. Just feeling them. And allowing them to relax. If it helps, you can place your hand on top of your head for a few minutes, or for as long as you like, to help to bring the attention up there, to make contact. And then experience how the crown of your head feels, whether it's on the skin or just inside. see how it feels. And allow it to relax. We'll linger there for a few more moments. Experiencing the sensations. And allowing any tension to ease out. All right, now we'll glide down to the forehead. And just gently experience how the forehead feels. And allow the forehead to relax. Just feel the sensations there and allow any tension to dissipate. All right. Now we'll pay attention to the temples, or to one or the other of the temples, and experience how they feel. and allow them to relax also. We want to dwell there at the temples, just experiencing how they feel and allowing them to relax. Okay, now we'll pay attention to the eyes. Be aware of the eyes and allow them to relax. We'll dwell there for just a few more moments, experiencing how the eyes feel and allowing them to relax. Next, we'll glide down to the cheeks and the area around the nose and the area around the mouth and the jaws. Being aware of this lower half of the face, experiencing how it feels. and allowing it to relax too. Just gently be aware, patiently aware, there in the lower half of the face. And allow any tension there to dissipate. All right. Next we'll pay attention to the neck and to the throat. Be aware of these areas and see how they feel. And you can maybe imagine the muscles there in the neck and the throat. And sense how they feel. And allow them to relax also. And now we'll glide down to the shoulders. the tops of the shoulders. And likewise, you can imagine the muscles in the tops of the shoulders, see how they feel. And allow them to relax. As you are gently aware of the sensations there, allow any tension to just ease out. And you can allow them to droop slightly as they relax. All right. Now for this last section of the body scan part of the meditation, we'll glide down to the chest. And see how the chest feels. And allow the muscles there to relax also. Just dwell there for a few more moments, experiencing the chest, and allow it to relax. And you can allow it to sag just a little bit as it relaxes. And you may also notice now the breath passing through the chest, rising and descending, and the chest rising and falling with the breath. And right there where you notice the breath, I'd like to ask you to imagine your spiritual heart right there in the middle of the chest. With your sense of feeling. And allow it to relax into that space. And allow your spiritual heart coming down from wherever it is and relaxing into that space. Coming to rest there in the middle of the chest. And being aware of it with your sense of feeling. This is our partner in life. Our friend here, the heart. And so we can listen to it. We can feel what it feels. we can experience its feelings and listen to what it has to say. Just like we would listen to any of our other friends. Just hearing it and allowing it to speak. Just sitting with it as it feels. We allow our friend to speak and to feel, allowing them to be them and us to be us. Allowing them to work through what they have to say and what they feel. But we don't have to get caught up in it ourselves. We allow them to work through what they need to work through. As we listen with compassion. All right. Now we can linger here. We can dwell here with this. Or those of us who would like to can now turn their attention again to the breath, rising and descending there through the chest. And notice it right there at that point where the heart is, in that space. Notice the breath rising and descending. If you'd like, you can follow it through the torso, or you can focus in just in that space, feeling the chest rise and fall. And now, to help us with our mindfulness of the breath, I'd like to ask you to start counting. And so we'll count 1 on the in-breath, 2 on the out-breath, 3 on the in-breath, and so on up to 10. Okay, let's start. All right. And now, if you've gotten up to 10, that's great. If not, that's also good. We'll start again at 1 with the in-breath, 2 with the out-breath, 3 with the in-breath, and continue again up to 10. All right. And we'll start again at 1 and go up to 10 again. And then keep counting in sets of 10 for a few more minutes. If we find ourselves thinking of other things, we can notice this, notice the thinking, and just remember we're not interested in that right now. And gently come back to the feeling of the breath there at the heart. And resume counting again where you left off, or starting again at 1. If you find yourself beset by uncomfortable physical sensations, maybe in the legs or the back, just be aware of those sensations. Experiencing them just as they are. Allow them to be what they are. And we'll be just ourselves and just gently be aware of those sensations. And consider that we'll be patient. And if it helps, we can gently say to ourselves, to help us remain mindful and aware of the sensations, simply feeling, feeling, feeling. And allow uncomfortable physical sensations to just be feelings. All right. Now we're going to take a moment to allow everyone to slowly and mindfully, if they like, adjust their postures. If you like, you can Even move into a chair for the last several minutes of this live stream. If you're sitting on the floor, for example. We slowly and mindfully notice what we're going to do, and then adjust our postures with mindfulness. And then settle in again. And refocus on the sensation of the breath in the middle of the chest. And you can listen with the heart, maintaining awareness there at the heart and the breath. Listen to the heart as I say a few words on Dhamma. I'd like you to imagine one of your grandmothers, or an aunt, while still alive. And their face or one of your grandfathers or an uncle while still alive, and one of their faces. And notice the lines notice the wrinkles perhaps a blemish. And notice that I too am subject to aging. And this is how I will look also. This is a subject that the Buddha said that we should all contemplate frequently. That I am of the nature to age. I have not gone beyond aging. It was one of the facts of life that he, before his enlightenment, encountered, causing him to go forward searching for awakening. That I am subject to aging, and I have not gone beyond getting old. Unless we pass away while young. This is a fact of life that none of us can escape. In this life. And along with the sight of a sickly man beset by illness, and a dead man, a corpse carried to the pyre, and the sight of a spiritual seeker having renounced the home life and seeking enlightenment is considered one of the 4 heavenly messengers. Because these 4 alert us to the dangers in life that are so real and the pathway to safety. So when we have these experiences in our day-to-day lives, when we see our own aging, if we experience physical discomfort, if we consider that our lives must eventually come to an end, when we encounter the Buddha's teachings and our fellow practitioners on the path, we can think of these as messages from the angels. Informing us of the realities of life and the pathway to happiness. All right. Now we can slowly and mindfully raise our hands and join them palm to palm in front of our hearts out of gratitude and respect for the heavenly messages and for the triple gem. And we'll say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I'm going to ring the bell and can listen mindfully as the sound arises and changes and then passes away. Then mindfully open our eyes, just gently and slowly. Be mindfully aware of what we're seeing. You can notice how we feel inside. Are we calmer? Are we clearer? Has our perspective changed? And then we'll draw this live stream to a close. I'd like to wish you all a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are. Rejoicing in your practice and all your goodness. And may you continue to prosper in the Dhamma. Tonight we'll have a monk chat at 7:30 p.m., as I mentioned before. Saturday here at Empty Cloud in person, we have the in-person Dhamma event from 6 to 7:30. And then from 1 to 4 on Sunday as well, another Dharma event. And you can come earlier if you'd like to volunteer around the monastery or to participate in the food offerings and then the social lunch. And again, I wish you all well, and we'll draw this live stream to a close. Until next time, best wishes everyone.